Hello, and welcome to another special edition of Eat the Buckle, the horror movie podcast that usually puts two movies in a weekly head to head matchup where we pick the loser. But this week, once again, we're doing something a little different as we've still yet to get our Bunny Man sea legs under us. We just can't bring ourselves to do it yet, so we
We
need a little
just
bit
don't
more
want to do it.
time.
it's
But
it's called real life and
yeah,
real
We
life
just don't want
obligations.
to do it.
real life and also just not wanting to do it, but we will do it, we promise. It's coming up.
And we got lost in time and space and wound up at the pool.
Lost in time and space, and just things get in the way, and Bunny Man sometimes just isn't that goddamn important, guys. But what we're gonna do, we're sitting here by the fire. We got a crackling, roaring bonfire. Thanks,
Oh.
Josh and Aaron, for putting that together for me.
Yeah, nice summer fire.
I brought my s'mores.
Still got lightning bugs going.
Yep. Here, it's pretty quiet. I don't really hear any nature, but
They're out there on the periphery. Don't worry about it.
so what we're gonna do for you folks this week is we're gonna tell you about our. We'll each go around and name one of our favorite three kills in horror movie history, ranked 3 to 1. So I guess without further ado, let's get into that. I'll go ahead and do mine. I'll start us off. My third favorite kill in the history of horror films is from Evil Dead. It's the tree rape of Cheryl.
Oh, yeah.
Gee, getting just
Right
popping
into
that top
Going
with the
into
rape murder kill. Yeah, let's do that.
This and the reason I like this kill so much is because
Problematic.
for me it signifies why I'm in the minority from most people that I like Evil Dead 1 over Evil Dead 2. I always have and I always will. I love Evil Dead 2. They're like 1A and 1B for me as far as horror movies go, but I just think the tone of Evil Dead 1, there's still a little bit of silliness, but it's balls to the wall horror, and I think the tree rape scene is the prime example of what sets it apart, because he does redo it in Evil Dead 2 with Bobby Joe, but it doesn't go as hardcore as in the first one, and that to
I
me
wonder
sets
why.
it apart. I do love the Bobby. I actually do have the Bobby Joe kill as a runner-up, not on my list, but it's in there. So that for me is my number 3 kill of all time.
Good pick.
Yeah, thank you,
All
sir.
right. I vote around this fire that we do the popcorn like we used to do in 5th grade.
Okay.
So
Oh, so I say popcorn somebody, and then you
yes.
go. All right, popcorn, Josh.
All right. So it's hard for me to sit there and think and try to pick these out. So most of my picks maybe aren't my favorite of all time, but favorite in more recent memory. At least 2 of the 3 of them. So I guess for number 3, I'm gonna go with the yoga pose from In a Violent Nature.
Oh yeah, wow.
I guess that was a good time to say this. This is going to be pretty spoiler heavy. So if you haven't seen these movies, or if you're worried that we might spoil a good kill in a movie, probably this isn't the episode for you to jump in and listen to. But if you also want to put together a list of movies you should watch because of the inventive violence, then listen on. But anyway, yeah. So In a Violent Nature. One of the young lady actors is standing on the edge of a cliff and she's doing some yoga poses, and the killer comes up behind her and then proceeds to use these giant hooks to like stab her and basically like tortures her, and then literally pulls her head through her torso and then just kind of like kicks her off the side of the cliff. And
It
it's
is
really fucking brutal.
Yeah. Have you
And
seen
it's memorable.
have you seen that yet, Aaron?
No, but
Okay.
it sounds like something I should just tune into.
It's a fucking it was on it's a runner up for me. It was on my standby, and it was the winner of the 2024 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards Best Kill of 2024. Probably the best recent kill I've seen. So yeah, the guy like punches a hole through her stomach and then reaches up and hooks the back of her head that way and then pulls it like there's a chain attached to the hook, so then pulls his arm back out through her stomach and it like pulls the basically puts her inside out
Yeah.
through herself.
Is that the one where it follows the monster?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the monster point of view.
Yeah.
I have it in a queue. I just haven't hit play.
It's good. And
It's worth
it,
a watch.
it's actually I mean, yes, it's a spoiler, but it's good to know because that movie is very slow.
Yes.
It takes a very long time to get going, but having that in your head of knowing like, oh, it's going to ramp up to some crazy, and there is a lot of good kills in that
Yeah,
movie. That's just
there is.
the top, but like knowing that once you make it to that point, then you're smooth sailing from there.
Well, that's why it's a good movie because it does that thing where it's the anticipation of you waiting for
Yeah.
something, something grisly.
Yeah.
It's like Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk has that, how infamous that it got, that you're just sitting there like, why are people talking about this? Like, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
And then it happens, and you go, oh, that's why. And
Yeah.
so it's all that kind of just anticipation of waiting for something grisly to happen, and then that sounds pretty gruesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Check it out. It's fun. It's slow, but it's fun.
Okay.
Popcorn. AJ.
All right. My number 3 comes from a friend of the podcast, Jim Wynorski. It is from Chopping Mall,
Oh.
where Leslie's exploding head happens after she gets hit multiple times by the same laser blast. Hitting her back. She's, Chopping Mall is where the robots take over I think it's in Philadelphia, supposedly, shopping mall, where, maybe I'm just misconstruing that with mannequin, but regardless, these automatrons are security guards, and of course, sex-crazed teens / college students, who knows how old they're supposed to be, decide to camp out in the mall, and obviously bad things happen. That being said, the same laser hits her at least 3 or 4 times in the back. The worst thing that happens is she gets a Jim Wynorski cigarette butt burn in her panties, and then once she gets in front of the rest of the crew, the robot just shoots a main laser again, and magically the 5th time is the treat, and her head explodes in a good special effect all over Montgomery Wards or wherever they're at, watching her get murdered by a sci-fi robot.
I do remember getting a very good guffaw out of me when that happened.
That movie, I enjoy it. It's maybe the best horror title for a horror movie. Chopping Mall. It's I always forget that it's robots, which is a little bit lame, but it's fun. It is fun. I like that one.
It's one of the best Wynorski movies that you don't feel like you need to have a shower immediately afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, it's top tier. It's probably his opus, his magnum opus.
All right.
But yeah, that's a good kill.
All right, Popcorn Jared.
My number 2 comes to us from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, a formative movie of my youth. It's the kill where the little tiny clown comes up on his little bicycle, and he rides up upon the greaser bike gang, and the main biker guy's bullying him, and he's like, "Can I ride your bike?" and ends up breaking his bike, and then the clown jumps up in the air and comes back down with boxing gloves, and the guy says, "What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?" And then the clown punches his head off. I chose this one because I feel like that the time I watched this, I was young enough to have not really understood horror comedy could exist together. and that being like a watershed moment of like, oh, I don't have to be scared of this movie. Like it's fun and it's funny and I can laugh at it, but still find, things to be scared about as a kid. And I think that probably paved the way for my love of things like Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 and horror comedy. So that is my number 2 pick.
That's good.
The
now
the
that
4K of that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
go for it.
I was gonna say real quick, the 4K of that in that scene in particular, the special effects don't hold up.
No, it's a great 4K. It's a great transfer. But
it looks great.
It's a little too good.
But a little, yeah.
Is his head suddenly like twice the size it should be?
There's a lot of wire
Yeah.
that you see. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of paper mache chicken wire.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of that, in that particular movie, there's the part at the end where the huge clown comes down from the sky, and you can see wires, and then like he lands, and you can clearly see wires like being snipped off of him, and like, is that supposed to? As many times as I've seen that movie, hundreds of times, I still don't know if that's supposed to happen. Like he's coming down like a marionette thing, or if it's just they didn't.
Because the big top hasn't taken off yet at that point, so I would say no. Just I get. I mean, it's been
but they
a few months.
But they go out of the way. It's very visible that the wires get snipped off.
It's either the laziest editing ever, or it was meant to happen.
Well, the answer is the path of least resistance.
There you go. Popcorn Aaron.
Hold on, wait. I was
sorry.
gonna say, I just thought of it, but didn't that same thing happen in Jason Takes Manhattan?
It sure did. I just watched it 3 days ago.
Jason Takes Manhattan, rips a kill from Killer Clowns, and Jason literally punches a man's skull off his head in a boxing match on a rooftop.
Yeah, because Killer Clowns is first on that, right?
It's not played
is it
as
the same
comedic.
year?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd have to
This
look
came
that
out
up,
the same year,
but I'm pretty sure Killer Clowns
Manhattan was
preceded
after.
it.
All right, I'll go ahead since you popcorned me and do my number 2, and then you can look that up. If he didn't just lock up, because right now I just see
I think he locked up.
see a mush face. All right, we'll keep going. This is now a 2-man podcast. My number 2 was the jump scare kill from Exorcist 3.
Oh, yep.
Where
That's a good one.
I you don't even really see it, the kill. I mean, but it's just the way that it's shot, and it's the most effective jump scare in cinema history. That's why we're gonna go ahead and say my number 2 is Exorcist 3 with the giant bone shears.
That's a good one.
Now, I actually went a little bit more academic on my side, and I think that speaks more of me. I'm trying to be the intellectual horror fan here, versus like I've already done my schlock, and now I'm trying to do like the mainstream, and then I got the fart sniffing film critic.
Your
as my number 1.
Your Ari Aster number 1.
Yeah, no, it's not. I thought about it though. I'm going to go ahead and say my alternate for number 2 was the mother sister from Elves getting her comeuppance.
Jesus.
Because I know no one else was going to say that, but that was a good you deserved it kill.
Yeah.
My record crapped out there. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Did we get to the bottom of Killer Clowns? If it came first?
We're going to let you do it. We spent a good 30 seconds giving you that assignment, and then realized you had frozen.
All right.
I knew you were going to give me homework, so I bounced. Killer Clowns was 88.
Oh,
I think
close.
Manhattan is in the 90s.
Was like no, it was 87, I think.
Was it?
They were both. Nope, it was 89. Killer
Okay.
Clowns did it first.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Popcorn Josh.
All right. So my number two comes from. I didn't write down the year of the movie, but it's a more recent one. I think it came out around 2019, 2018. You're Next,
Ooh, that's a fun one.
which, yeah, that's a home invasion movie where a dysfunctional family is meeting for like the holidays, and they basically there's a home invasion, and picked off by some sadistic killers. And the kill in it that I absolutely love. And it's a blender kill that's done right, as opposed to which movie was it?
Uh,
Red Christmas.
yeah,
Red
Red
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I like that kill.
The main actress is fighting off two of the killers in the kitchen, and she's actually doing a hell of a job. Like, she's kicking ass and holding her own against two of them. And the male killer, comes running across the kitchen towards her, and she picks up a blender. At first, she smashes him in the face with the blender to break the glass pitcher, then turns the entire thing upside down and stabs him in the top of the head with the blades, and then plugs it in and turns it on and just like purees his brains. It's like that just really
Yeah.
tickled me when I saw it. It gave me a nice long laugh. Uh, and so yeah, that's my number two.
I haven't seen that one in a while. I need to revisit it. I remember
It's
enjoying it
yeah,
when I first
it's
saw it.
good. It's a good one.
It's a good pick. Good pick. Who's your popcorning?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna popcorn Jared.
My number one is the when Ginger gets flushed down the toilet and sorority babes in the slime ball bowl part two. When her full ass body gets flushed down the toilet.
Well, now I'm glad I got my elves dig in.
I'm kidding, of course, but it is good. My
Does she
number
even
one.
die, or does it just leave
No,
with
she
her?
does.
I'm assuming she
Never,
dies
yeah, we never see her again. So.
since she
Why
has
am I
Laffy
why am I
Taffy bones.
why am I misremembering just a tiny image of her inside a giant toilet, like yelling something?
Oh no,
just-
you completely made that
yeah.
up. They didn't have time for that.
No, it's just her head. And then
Dave Dakota
Be fun.
and Bink Stevens were like, "Nah, she just gets swallowed down the toilet."
my actual number one, maybe a little bit of a cheat, but not really, because it's not just one kill; it's hundreds of kills. It is the Cabin in the Woods elevator sequence. When
Yeah.
all the elevators open up, and then subsequently all the fucking chaos that ensues afterwards.
Yeah.
Just from that moment on is dynamite.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was a time when horror movies weren't that great. I had kind of lost my luster, my taste for horror had gone. There just hadn't been anything good, and so like Saw was everything that came out was like torture porn and Saw
Yeah.
type shit, which has its time and place. But I saw this in theaters with Erica, and I was just loving it. I was like, this couldn't get any better. And then that fucking elevator scene, I was like, this is the best goddamn thing I've ever seen. It
Yeah.
renewed my faith in horror movies, and I think kind of ushered in a new like meta, like not Scream meta, but like that kind of
Yeah.
of people really taking it seriously and understanding what horror is supposed to be. And
That movie is incredible.
Yeah.
I fucking love it so much. It was a
is my lady.
it was a debt of
So
gratitude to Waxwork. But other than that, it's
I was about to say, are you sure you want to give credit to that and just not say that the end of Waxwork is your favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, it paved the way, so it's in there. The
There's
DNA of it.
less CGI and more steak tartare and waxwork.
Yeah, we'll give that an honorable mention.
A lot more extras dressed as old people.
Yeah.
And extras being film crew.
And just to finish mine up for my honorable mentions, I'll save them in case one of you says it.
Okay.
Popcorn, you both are on your one. You both have
Yeah.
one left. All right,
Yeah.
popcorn. Josh, we'll put it back to you.
All right. It's funny because the number one for me is also more of like a spree of kills or a chain reaction, instead of just one single one. But it's the movie that I guess it's kind of it's said over and over again as like the one thing that makes you scared of driving behind a log truck on the interstate. But
Yes, I know
the
what you're gonna
kill
say.
scene in Final Destination 2 and all of the just chaos that ensues after the log flies through the windshield and
Yep.
kills the driver of the
Uh,
vehicle, and then just the chain of events that happens immediately after that is fucking wild and terrifying. And still to this day, when I watch it, it's wild and terrifying.
You
Shout
can't.
out to Holly, who every day she drives to work, when she gets behind a log truck, she imagines that one of the logs is going to fall off the back
Oh, I
of
think about it
Final
every time.
Destination 2.
Yeah, I think about it every time on the interstate. Like it's a brilliant idea.
Oh yeah, up there. I'm
Yeah.
sure you got it all like every other day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a nary a day goes by where I don't think of Final Destination 2.
And that one is
And if
so
you
memorable that you think it's the first one.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the second. They had to up the plane crash in the first one.
Yeah. Check out the new one if you haven't seen it yet. It's a blast.
We'll do. It's on the list.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's sitting on a queue somewhere. Whatever. I'm gonna guess Max.
I think I've seen it three times now.
I've got a 4K sitting right over to my left, so we just have to make a movie night of it.
Movie
All
night. Maybe a double feature with Buddy Man.
Blech.
Popcorn AJ.
All right. I have a 1A and 1B for both movies are 65 years old. So this is where I put my film snob hat on and
Okay.
say Peeping Tom and Psycho.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like everybody knows everything there is to know about Psycho if you're into horror movies. I feel like Peeping Tom, because again, I just saw this movie last year. I think I brought it up for like 5 minutes or less on this podcast. I bought the Criterion on 4K, and when it was done, I looked at my wife and I said, "This is very disturbing." And I don't want to
Yeah.
get into, and it's honestly any of the kills, like you guys have been saying, like here's the whole list of litany of murders that happened in this one particular movie. But it is honestly, the more you think about it, and again, the whole point of horror is putting you in the place of who the protagonist, or in this case, everybody that's a side character, up till the protagonist at the end. You just go, "Oh my god, that would be horrible." And Psycho, to me, also from the cinematography, the directing, and the sound and the score, that is the patient zero, I guess is a good way to put it, for everything, for all the schlock that and the exploitation stuff that came in the 70s. That is where 1,000 ships were sailed from, was Psycho, just because you weren't expecting Janet Leigh to just get off. Sorry that I spoiled a 65-year-old movie. But I'm not going to do that anything about Peeping Tom. If you've never seen it, absolutely make a night of it. Pop
Peeping
some
Tom
popcorn.
is fucking awesome.
And I'm sorry I
need
made
to
it to
see
my
that.
40s and never had seen it before.
I
just
still haven't seen it.
I just recently saw, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It was on our Halloween watch list. And boy, was it good.
And I bought it completely, no pun intended, sight unseen, to where I just popped it in and I didn't read up on it whatsoever. And like I said, in the 4K with all that 60s, almost like I think it is Technicolor, just all of the vibrancy of it. And it's that 60s era where obviously it's a little slower than say any of the newer stuff that we're talking about, but man, it just it wormholes into your soul. And it's one of those movies where you think about it for like a week or two afterward.
Loved it.
that out.
My runners,
Kind of like Elves.
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful. Have a Merry Christmas.
I'll throw out my runners up real
Thank you for
quick
your
as we
time. Merry Christmas.
wind down. I had the Sleeping Bag Bash from Friday the 13th, Part 7,
Same.
and Quint from Jaws,
Sure.
and finally the Night of the Living Dead, where Karen's in the basement and her little 8-year-old daughter stabs the gardening spade through her chest like 20
Oh.
times.
Yeah.
That's it for my list.
That's some good ones.
Josh, do you have any extras?
I only had two. I had Mandy from Mandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Fuck.
brutal.
That had
And
a
then,
ton of good kills.
yeah, that did had a great but man. Just the emotion behind that, and then the way that Cage reacts and
Yeah.
flips the fuck out is just it was really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other runner-up that I had was it's not really a horror movie, but in Big Trouble in Little China, the man that gets so angry and just starts to inflate until the point he explodes.
Oh my
I'll
god.
never not laugh at that.
Cinema magic.
Thank you, Papa Carpenter, for that one.
Yes. Fuck, I'm gonna have to watch that this weekend.
Yeah, the only ones I really had, I didn't want to get into it if I didn't have to. I had, because I don't know if either you have watched the movie. There's a couple of deaths from human lanterns, which
I've never seen that.
is a martial arts movie / horror movie. And then I had Rose McGowan from Scream in the garage door.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another, just like that Final Destination. That's the one that sticks with you, just because of
Yeah.
how gruesome it is.
Brutal.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, we did it.
Yay!
Good kills. I'm trying. I'm gonna have to put human lanterns on my list. I've never even heard of that.
Oh, I have it available if you want to watch it.
Now, is it good or is it eat the buckle good?
No, it's good. That's why I haven't. That's why it's not been on any lists. But it is
Okay.
subtitled if that's not your thing.
Yeah.
Is
No,
that a Wu-Tang Shaolin movie or no?
I think Shaw Brothers did release the version that I have. Yeah,
Nice.
but it's right up there in terms of ridiculous kung fu with a horror bent.
All right.
Excellent. Well, there you have it, folks. We're gonna end this recording and roast some mallows and just enjoy the fire and get all toasty and comfy and hopefully not get murdered in any of these gruesome ways so that we can bring you a Bunny Man Massacre episode that you deserve, you sick fucks.
Yeah. The next time you hear our voices, we'll be gearing up to watch the worst fucking movie we've had to sit through up
Nah.
to this point.
We've said this 3 or 4 times at this point, but this time we really mean it.
To
Maybe.
this point,
Maybe.
this has been the worst of the worst. Well, except for Red Christmas, baby.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's
We'll
probably
see.
right.
We'll see.
Oh, shout out to Story of Ricky O. Almost put that on there too.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, a snap's just fired,
Nope. It's all right. That's what we're here for.
but I
All
didn't
right.
think it was horror.
Well, let us know your top 3 on bucklepod at Blue Sky or Gmail, bucklepod at Gmail, and let us know what you think. Until next time, save room because you're going to eat the buckle
And we're going to eat the buckle too, Buckle Buddies.
right there
Have
with
a
you.
good one.
Bye.